My name is Mika Staub, and I am the Marketing Director for People First Economy. I've been with the organization for almost 6 years, and within that time, I've really prided myself on being more and more mindful with my purchases and where my money is going.
Mika, you recently bought a house, your first house. Can you share a little bit more detail about that, what that process was like?
Probably 95% unknown. It was when I started looking at bigger ways to move my money. I did look at my mortgage and saw that as a huge opportunity to create wealth in this area. It's a facet of life that involves everyone. I've been in my house now for a little over 2 years, and I had been looking for a house on and off for about 3 years prior to that, and relied heavily on other people that I had known that had gone through the mortgage process. I bank with local banks, so I did consider a couple of them, but I had heard from realtors like, oh, they're too difficult to work with, you don't want to work with them, work with this company. And this was all, information that was coming from my realtor. And so definitely wanting to trust them in that space and knowing that I wanted to make their job easy, because that would just make the whole process easier. But also not really knowing the full scope of it and not knowing what I didn't know. And it honestly was really clunky and really scary because it's a lot of money. And the first month or the first couple of months, there was a time where my mortgage was with one lender and then they sold it to another lender. So there was this company and then this company I was getting emails from and messages from, and I didn't know what entity where my money needed to go. The person that I had the relationship with was no longer in charge. So that was pretty scary. I did get it sorted out, but it was unnerving, and I think it probably is for a lot of people. And I think had I initially gone with a mortgage with a local lender who doesn't sell your mortgage, I think that process would have been a lot easier. And so when I did start thinking about refinancing, I was thinking about, ways to be more impactful with my dollar, and it was a no-brainer.
What did it look like for you to move your money? What did it look like to go through the refinancing process?
All of a sudden I got a notification that my the escrow was going to go up, and that includes taxes and insurance, and it was going to be outside of my budget. I'm like, well, what can I do? Refinancing was an option. Obviously there's going to be a lower interest rate as well. But there's costs involved in that. So I asked Hannah, because she had also refinanced, and she said it was so easy. My mortgage is about $100 less than it was before. Can't promise that, of course, but ideally that's the reason that you refinance, is so it will save you money. So I decided to go for it. What's the harm in asking some questions, right?
So Mika, this is such a big undertaking, this home, this refinancing, this going through this process. Could you, if you were connecting with another person who was looking to refinance or to hold their mortgage locally, could you just give some advice to those folks who have accounts with national banks or are considering a local financial institution?
Yeah, I think the biggest broad stroke, as you like to say, is right. It is a big thing, but it also can be taken in very small steps. So know that it's an incremental change. You're not going to do it all in one day, and it can definitely be broken down into smaller pieces, which starts with a question, right? And that is, where do I want to move my money? Or what is my current bank offering me, or my current financial institution offering me that I like? And what are they offering me that I don't like? Or what are they not offering me? And start there. And that'll kind of get to the root of where your values are when it comes to your personal finances, your personal and sometimes professional finances. I think, and we've touched on this a little bit before, money is a very personal thing. As we've kind of said it, our financial equity is being held hostage by things that we don't understand. And so the more you can educate yourself on what those systems are, the more empowered you're going to be to make a decision that's best for you and your community.